Hello there, I'm Bradley and welcome to my channel. First things first, if you're new here, please subscribe. You don't have to, of course, but it would really help me out in where I'm trying to get my channel to be. Okay, so first things first, I want to talk to you today about a product which is all about boosting fine, flat, potentially fragile hair. The product range we're going to be looking at today is by Maui, and this is the Maui Moisture Hair Care Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibres. So we are looking at the shampoo and the conditioner, and I am also looking at the Blowout Mist spray. Now, I've been using this product on and off for quite a long time, actually, since actually I first seen the range come out, which is quite a while back now, actually. But I've never actually got around to using the shampoo and conditioner. Now, I actually received this as a gift a little while ago now, and I got all through that and I really liked it, and I've recently just purchased it again, just because I really like the effect which it makes on my hair, and we are going to go back into that. If you hear some noises in the background, I have a parrot, and he is very vocal at times, and he's very, there we go, on cue, he's very enthusiastic, so he may well be part of this. We won't see him, but he may well, he's right in front of me, so you may well hear him. Okay, so let's continue. So we are going to start, on the shampoo. So I always believe that the best place to start if you've got fine hair, or if you've got thinning hair, or if you're concerned with the density and your hair type, is to start when your hair is wet, so in the shower, in the bathroom. And the whole aim about that is because, of course, you need to get the core sort of product right first of all before you can have that full volumed, sort of full-bodied, thick, full hair, whether you're a man or a woman. So always start with that. Even if you're not using this product range, always start with a shampoo which is aimed at your hair type. So if you've got fine or thin hair, go for a product which is aimed at that. So we are looking at this one today. So the Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibres shampoo for weak, brittle hair. So it includes exotic bamboo fibres, rich castor oil, and lush neem oil. And this is 385 mils. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the product here. So straight away, somebody might be thinking, how on earth has it got bamboo fibres in here? So what you often find in products which are designed for thin or fine hair is that they have something like of a protein or some hydrogenized product. Now, if we look on the back here where it says for bamboo, I didn't plan this at all, but yes, so we have got bamboo stem extract. Okay, so on this one, it's an actual extract, but very often what you can find is there's a hydrogenized wheat protein or something along those type of products. And if you imagine the cuticle of hair, all of those type of products and the bamboo element in the shampoo here is designed to sort of elope around the hair, the length of the hair and the cuticle of the hair, and it's meant to bulk and plump. It's all about designing, getting that fuller sort of hair that stand away from the scalp, so it gives you the illusion of thicker, fuller hair. Very often it works, some products it doesn't, and I will be honest, I have used different products before, and rather than making my hair appear thicker or fuller, it actually ends up making them feel more heavier and more lank, so therefore you're going against the product of what it's actually intended for. So always just be really careful for that. But I really like this shampoo. It certainly thickens the hair, it makes the hair feel fuller, okay, and it makes the hair have more structure and texture. Now, the thing which comes with that, if you're going for structure, fullness, thickness in your hair, then you may sometimes have to compromise on the sleekness and the smoothness of the hair. Now, I use this first of all, and straight up, it is not a product which you're going to be able to rush. If you're a woman watching this and you've got long hair and it's particularly fine, or it's fine but you've got lots of it, then just approach this one with caution, because yes, absolutely, it really does thicken the roots of the hair and it gives a lot more body and texture in the hair, particularly once you've used a blow dryer and particularly once you've used a blowout mist as well. It really does build volume in the hair and texture. For men's hair, it's great because it makes the root areas feel thicker and fuller. It includes neem oil, which is is thought actually that neem oil is really, really good at combating and fighting hair thinning and hair loss. Now, the product's not intended for that. It's intended as a cosmetic effect to thicken hair and revitalize hair. It's not aimed as a cure, but there are products in here which can be looked at as a preventative measure of keeping your hair and scalp healthy and its optimum health to help you keep your hair as thick and full and helping it grow as thick and full as possible. So this shampoo is fantastic. However, when you go to comb your hair through, it does take a little bit of time because it doesn't make the hair rough. You can certainly feel even when your hair's wet, it's almost like slightly sort of like almost like a sponge would. You can kind of almost feel that the wet hair even feels that there's a little bit more of it. Now, please don't think, oh, honestly, he's talking absolutely rubbish. That can't happen. It can. If you use the right products, the products actually intended can give you that almost like swelling effect, particularly then when you go on to dry the hair as well. So this is really, really great for that. I really, really like that. I do find that if I'm in a rush, it's not necessarily a product for me because you do have to take your time combing it through or carefully sort of detangling your hair a little bit. And I'm saying it as though that it ultimately really, really knots your hair up. It doesn't do that. It's just not as smooth as what somebody with really quite long flowing hair. If you're a lady and you're watching this and you have that real glamorous sort of blowout look, those sort of real glamorous curls or those wave styles, then this would be great for you, but do just take your time. If you have a really super sleek hairstyle with like sort of poker straight hair, which of course is really, really glamorous, but then again, I may not necessarily recommend this to you because yes, it makes the hair fuller and thicker, but it may just make it a little bit more problematic for you to get that really straight finish because it does sort of give the hair that much more texture that it can sort of make it a little bit more bothersome. So I don't want to put a dampener on it because it is a really great product, but ultimately it may just take a little bit more time. So if you're in a rush, I'd leave this one for on a day when you have got plenty of time to sort of really sort of go all out on your style, what you're prepping your hair for. So ultimately, let's talk about rich castor oil. So rich castor oil is fantastic for looking at hair growth. It's really great at nourishing the scalp, and it's really great at nourishing the actual hair if you've got styled hair as well, or you heat style your hair on a daily basis. Castor oil is said to really stimulate the scalp as well, so it's really great to see that in products here. Please, please take note and be aware that this isn't a product which is fighting hair loss or fighting hair thinning, I don't think. In my opinion, Thicken and Restore, this range is sort of like as a cosmetic effect, kind of like until you've next washed your hair again. Ultimately, of course, there are really great rich ingredients in here which can be used for helping the hair stay thick and full and looking after and really giving you that great sort of scalp environment for optimum hair growth. The reason why I'm sort of being cautious here, and I don't want to say to you that it's great for hair loss, it's great for thinning hair, is because number one, I haven't used it long enough and I don't use it on a daily basis to be able to report the effects of that. But ultimately, when I do use it, yes, it does make your hair appear thicker. On the restore sort of element, I like to think that is that it's restoring that sort of thickness, that sort of fullness for your style. So it's restoring that sort of nice texture, body, that fullness in the hair than possibly what you may have had rather, or that you're sort of aiming to go for that real sort of fullness, that real thickness, and then hopefully this would be able to restore that for you, or that would be able to achieve your goal, as to speak, I suppose. So let's tell you a little bit about the product as well. So it's got no mineral oils, no silicons, no sodium lithium sulfates, no L's, yes to vegan, yes purified coconut water, and yes pure aloe. And I'm not sure if I didn't mention this one, but it's no sulfates. Forgive me if that's not pronounced right. So just breaking that down, that's none of those rich, strong detergents. That's none of those products which are stripping on the hair. This is really great at looking after the hair and the scalp environment. So you've got none of those sort of ingredients which could be a little bit sort of too harsh for somebody who's got fine or thinning hair, which of course can still look fantastic on a man, or a woman can look fantastically glamorous on a woman and can look super sleek and smart on a man. So fine thinning hair can still look really, really cool and can look amazing, just as what thick hair can, just to really get that out there. And with the right product, you can enjoy many, many different styles, whether you're a man or a woman, and you can have fantastic looking hair. So this is great. Really, really great to use, and I really, really like this. It's a product for me which I probably use about once a week. 2 times out of the week, because it just takes that little bit more time to sort of style my hair. Just because it doesn't make it super sleek and soft to comb through, it does, however, give you that volume and that texture. So if I'm doing a pompadour style, then I will use this because it really sort of packs out my hair. It adds bulk to your hair, which is really great. And that's what I really like about it. On the other hand, the Blowout Mist I use whenever I sort of use a blow dry on my hair, because this stuff is really cool. It lifts the hair away from the scalp, and it really does just create that real nice thickness, that bulk, that volume in your hair. But we will get to that one. Okay, so I think that's enough for the shampoo. I will just tell you, in fact, a little bit about it here. So shampoo Maui Moisture starts with a unique blend with aloe vera and is infused with pure coconut water. The results, moisturized strands and a healthy looking glow with every use. Directions for use: apply shampoo generously to wet hair, massage into a lather through to ends, then rinse the hair thoroughly after shampooing. Okay, I thought I accidentally picked up the conditioner. Follow with conditioner. Okay, so for best results, use in conjunction with other Maui Moisture hair products. So even though this one does say moisture, and of course it's got the coconut water in here, it's got the castor oil in here, yes, that's for moisture. So I can only imagine that at a core level, it's looking after your hair sort of moisture levels, but it's designed for thickening the hair, so it does put texture in the hair. So it's not for super sleek hair, but if you take your time, you can blow dry the hair out sleek. So you can get the best of both worlds, but it just takes time. The smell of this is really fresh, it's really zingy. It reminds me of being outside. It's really sort of it's kind of like those sort of like fresh, almost like herbs. If you were out in the garden, that type of smell, or if you were out sort of like freshly cut lawn, that type of smell really springs to mind. It's a little bit citrusy as well, which I imagine comes from the neem oil. It's really very kind of exotic. It's really nice. It kind of takes you to a really kind of like almost like a calming sort of moment. So it's really nice first thing in the morning, or when you want that sort of refreshed feeling throughout your scalp and your hair as well. Okay, so this stuff, really great. Let's move on to the conditioner. So the conditioner, we have to sort of take note as well that the packaging for Maui Moisture products is ergonomically sometimes a little bit testing. So the bottles sometimes I'm not overly keen on, because when you get to the bottom, when you get to the bottom of the bottle, it's a little bit problematic to get out. You have the cap notion on the top, which is great, and of course looks super cool, looks really nice. If you have that in your bathroom, looks really classy, looks really sophisticated. But I haven't kept my ones which I've actually used because they're squashed in, they're not really fit for purpose, they don't really look great at all. So my ones which I've recently purchased, I'd say about a fortnight ago, I have used, and I suppose out of about a fortnight I may have used them 3 or 4 times. And as I say, when you've got the time, it really does create that fullness, that thickness in your hair. The conditioner, again, Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibres Conditioner for weak and brittle hair. So exotic bamboo fibres, rich castor oil, lush neem oil. It's 385ml again. Exactly the same. It's got none of those strong, rich detergent sort of products in here, which you very often get if you have like a real excessive lather. If you use a small amount of shampoo sometimes and you get this huge lather, very often you'll find that there's sodium lithium sulfate in there, or there's some sulfates in there, which can be absolutely fine on some people's hair and can be fantastic for when you've got lots of styling products in your hair. But if you've got coloured hair, if you've got fine hair, if you've got thinning hair, sometimes that can just be a little bit too much. So really great to know that's not in here as well. And on the back here, I'll just read you this one. So we've got conditioner, Maui Moisture starts with a unique blend with aloe vera and is infused with pure coconut water. The results, moisturized strands and a healthy looking glow with every use. Directions for use: after shampooing, apply conditioner generously to hair working through to ends. Wait 3 to 5 minutes, rinse hair thoroughly. Now, I appreciate that's quite a long time, so again, you do have to sort of invest a little bit of time in yourself when you're going to style your hair with this. I've left this on straight away for around about 5 minutes. I've left it on for 10 minutes. I've left it on for a bit more than that, and then I've used it and I've washed it out straight away. The longer you leave it, the more of the sort of fulfilling, sort of adding bulk to your hair feeling, which it does. It makes the hair feel thicker in the root area and in the length. But however, it's not necessarily easy to brush through. So yes, it may well moisturize the hair with the coconut water and the aloe vera in here, but I think that's more of like a core level, because what it does with the bamboo fibers, if you imagine again the cuticle of hair, we've already mentioned this, the conditioner, yes, the shampoo works that way, but the conditioner really sort of bulks out that cuticle of hair, and you can notice it even when it's wet. So then when you come to wash it out with warm water, make sure you remove the product away from your scalp, and of course really wash that hair because you don't want any product left in afterwards. And then you're left with really sort of bulked out hair, ready for you to go on in style and ready for you to go in with the Blowout Mist. The conditioner I like. I do occasionally think that it's a little bit thick, because you do sometimes, I would say it's a little bit difficult to get it out at the bottom of the bottle, but it is really, really great, and I do like it. I particularly like to use it if I'm using those, if I'm styling my hair in like a real high up pompadour style, you know, the shorter sides. My hair's longer now, so I've got it sort of up at the back here like a man, like a male top knot. So I've got that at the moment. If I do that, I bring it up in the front here like a pompadour style, and then I do it up lower at the bottom with the nape of my neck. But this stuff really helps me get that real sort of full volume, which lasts and lasts and lasts, which I really, really like. Let's move on to the Blowout Mist. So again, it complements the range. It's Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibres Blowout Mist for weak, brittle hair, which I'm going to come on to in just a moment. Densify, Revive and Strength. And we haven't got that written on the shampoo and the conditioner here. So densify, revive and strength. And I absolutely agree with every three of those messages here. So it densifies the hair. Yes, absolutely, it makes my roots feel thicker. Yes, it makes my hair feel fuller. And when I style my hair, I have longer hair now down to my chin. It makes the lengths of my hair feel fuller as well. And my hair finds that it's easier to hold a style as well, which is really, really great. Anybody who has fine or thin hair, you may find that you put your hair into a style and then it just falls flat and it can just drop out and it can feel quite lank on your head. Whereas with this, if you're a woman and you're watching this, your style's going to last much longer. If you're a man and you're watching this, you like those slick back looks, your hair's going to hold a lot more volume for a lot longer. So I absolutely agree with that. Revive. The way I'm kind of looking at Revive, it's got the coconut water in here, it's got the castor oil in here, it's got the neem oil, really invigorating natural products. But however, Revive, fine hair very often sits flat on your head, flat on your scalp. The reviving, for me, is that you're putting air into that hair, it's going to lift up away from the scalp, and it's easier for you to then go on and enjoy a real full-bodied style, which is really important for thicker, fuller looking hair on fine and thinning hair, which of course, don't forget, can still look amazing. So of course, then on the side here, we've got no mineral oils, no silicons, no parabens, no sodium lithium sulfate, no surfactants, no synthetic dyes, no L's, yes vegan, yes pure coconut water, and yes pure aloe juice. Okay, so on the back here, Blowout Mist Maui Moisture starts with a unique blend with aloe vera juice and is infused with pure coconut water. The results: moisturized strands and a healthy looking glow with every use. Directions for use: lightly mist onto clean damp hair. For extra volume, flip head upside down and blow dry with a round brush. Do not rinse. So my mum has actually used this. I live in the family home, and this stuff is really, really great. Very often if my mum's doing her hair and she does like uses like a round brush, which is not very often to be quite honest because she's got super, super long hair, she will use this occasionally. She hasn't used it very much, but she has used it, and she really liked the results of it as well. I really like this product. It is a product which I use very often. It gives great volume and it gives great density in the roots, and it gives you a lot more texture in the hair as well. So ultimately you get that real nice sort of textured feel. I actually do occasionally cut hair. I am not professionally trained, but I taught myself, and very often sometimes I do cut my twin brother's hair, and I actually did style his hair once, and he really liked this product. I'm not necessarily sure he liked the style which I done, but he's got much fuller, thicker hair than me, and even fuller, thicker hair can sometimes sit quite flat. So this stuff really, really worked at lifting the hair away from the scalp and really giving that illusion of a much more body, sort of full, sort of really, really nice looking style, and gets that style in place and helps you sort of achieve it much more easier rather than sort of fighting with styling products and waxes and hairsprays and free sprays and things. So getting the core product right really does just help you in the long run when you're creating that style which you want to last all throughout the day. I want to just pick up on something where it says for weak and brittle hair. Now, I would just approach that with caution, because if you've got really weak, brittle hair, the shampoo, the conditioner might be a bit much for you, because the conditioner, number one, is really, really thick, and the shampoo and the conditioner together really adds bulk and texture to the hair, but you have to sort of take your time and comb through the hair. So if your hair is really quite frail, then just approach that with caution. But it is ultimately really great because it does pack the hair full of volume and it makes the hair super, super full and thick. And I like that. I really, really do like that. Is it over the top? No. I do think, as I say, the conditioner is a little bit too thick in places. But ultimately, it really does work. For brittle hair, I can't really comment because I haven't got brittle hair. I think if you've got fragile hair, going from what we've already said, just approach with caution. But ultimately, a really, really great range, and one which I would continue to keep buying in my sort of go-to armory of products to use. I really, really love the range, and I would continue to absolutely use it, and I would really recommend it for all hair lengths, hair types, men's hair, women's hair, and of any age, because of course, if you've got very, very little see-through hair, it can still look amazing, and if you've got thick hair, this would be great. Not necessarily the shampoo conditioner, but the blowout mist giving you some texture and some fullness in your hair, so you've got that bit of life about the style as well. Okay, so just the last thing is sort of price-wise. So I've recently bought mine in Boots here in the UK, and these are £6 each. Okay, £6 each, and I have looked, and you can sort of pay up to around about the £10 mark, the £9 mark usually, and then the blowout mist around the £9. I have paid around the £5 mark when it's been on special offer before, but just sort of shop around, do sort of approach with caution because it is a bit more of a varying price sort of for this range, but ultimately Maui really, really like. I've had a few sort of hit and miss sort of experiences with different products in the past which are on my channel. Please do have a look, but ultimately really like the product and would absolutely use and continue to use again. I would absolutely wholeheartedly recommend. Okay, so thank you very much indeed for your company. Thank you for sharing this with me. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And until next time, we'll be seeing you then. Bye for now.